Hey guys, Rob here. In this video, we'll cover two best practices when using Figma and Cannoli: styles and components. You can find great documentation directly from Figma in the link below if you want to learn more after this video. Let's start with color styles. They're a part of your basic building blocks for any design system. To create them, we just need to select any element with color applied to it and click on this 4 square icon, which brings up the Color Styles menu. Next, we'll click on the plus button and name this color style. We'll do the same for the two other colors. Besides being able to apply consistent colors throughout all of your assets, color styles give us the ease of updating colors, whether they're applied to any asset or components, and being able to modify them and see the update instantly throughout the file and any file with the linked library from the design system. For textiles, it's a very similar process. We need to create a new text layer, style it, and click on the 4 square icon, which will open up the Text Styles menu, where we can create our new style. Text styles are very similar to color styles. You can apply them to new or existing layers, and they help you keep consistent design throughout your emails in this context.
The next feature, components, lets us save assets that you'll be using again and again. And for Cannoli, it helps us with the naming conventions and nesting, saving time once we use them to create emails. Let's create a very simple paragraph component. First, we'll add a text paragraph. While having our paragraph selected, and once we've defined the styling, we'll add an auto layout with Shift A, and we'll rename this MJ column. While selecting MJ column, we'll add another auto layout with Shift A and name it MJ section. Once again, we'll select our auto layout, and now we'll click on Create Component. Once we've done that, we can adjust the padding. I think this is good. Let's add a background fill. Next thing, I would create some variants. Maybe in our second variant, we'll have one of our text be a subheader, like so. And we can adjust the background color. We can name this one paragraph with a subheader. We'll create one more, and with this one, we'll name it paragraph with header. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, change the name and the background color, just so we can easily differentiate them. If we go up to our assets panel in the upper left corner of our screen, we'll see that our MJ section paragraph is now part of our components. We can drag and drop it right in here. We can even duplicate it, create an auto layout, and choose from our different variants. As you build up your design system, you'll be able to quickly use components, variants, color styles, and text styles to flesh out on-brand emails that are easy to adjust and render clean code in Cannoli. Now let's look at some more realistic components that I might actually use for an email. I've created many components already, like text sections with buttons, sections with multiple columns, sections for our headers and our footers. So we can now drag and drop them into our file. So we go back to our assets panel and we can choose from them, or we can even search them. For example, header. And we got it right here. Or we can just drag and drop from our menu and start creating an on-brand email. We'll select all of them, create an auto layout. I'm going to remove all the space between them, rename it, and we can update any content that's needed. We believe that once you've set up your own design system that's similar to Scalero's own community file, this is a much faster system than drag and drops and typical coding approaches. Another great thing about this approach is that whenever we need to update any one of these brand assets, be it textiles, colors, buttons, or components, once we update any one of these, we'll see it throughout the whole email. For example, let's say our art director wants to change the styling of our CTA. We can go into our design system, update the color to whatever it's been determined, change the styling, and the text. Since this component is nested throughout other components, we'll see it updated wherever it was used, and we'll also see it updated in any of the emails that are using said components. Now, all of our components are updated to reflect the new brand guidelines. Another thing to keep in mind is you can also combine components with non-components in slices to create any design you had in mind while creating production-ready code using Cannoli. Let's say, for example, I want to add an image, but in this space, add text and a CTA. We can't currently do that with MJML. So what we can do is group these assets, rename them MJ image, which will rasterize this whole group as a slice. Afterwards, I can add a paragraph component, our footer, our header, and I'm going to add a new MJ section. That's supposed to be a coupon. Let's add our text. Let's use our brand's CTA, create our first auto layout, make sure we rename it MJ column, another auto layout while selecting our MJ column, which we will now name MJ section. And now we create an auto layout selecting all of our layers. We make sure we don't leave any spaces, and we can adjust this new section, add a white fill, and we're ready to go. This email can be now copied and pasted into Cannoli. You can make your last mile edits right here, add any links to your buttons, and you're all set to go. However you wish to approach creating your own file, be it duplicating Scalero's community file and adapting it to your brand's guidelines, or starting from scratch, we're sure you'll find being able to quickly build ideas, adapt them, and generate production-ready code will help your email marketing pipeline, making it faster to go from idea to send email. We'd love to see your creations. Be sure to post them on Twitter and tag us at Scalero_IO to be featured in the Created with Cannoli page. If you have any questions or run into any hiccups, be sure to contact us on the email on the screen. See you soon.